guys, welcome back to the Very Really Good Podcast. Hello, we did it. We're here. All right. This is episode 166. I am somewhere I'm usually not, but that's fine. It's all good. It's still a podcast. Okay. It's still going to be bad. It's still going to be me going, that's like if that happened. This is so bad and it's like that happened. And then you guys go, yeah, maybe. I guess. At least he brought a soundboard with him. Just kidding. I didn't. The one crutch I have to lean on, that could actually help me out here. Because when I'm not funny, I can just press a button. It goes, and then you guys go, okay, well, at least that's funny, That's not here. It's back at home. But you know what? This is bare bones. Handheld mic. Filming on my iPhone. Could have said phone. Could have just said phone. Such a cock thing to do, dude. Hold on, let me close this door all the way. Probably did nothing, but it puts me at ease, At ease, soldier. Maybe I get a little closer, be more engaged, But yeah, taking a little vacation, sort of, seeing family, right? Hanging out, up north, sort of, Northern Ontario, Canada. And feels good, man. Feels good to be back up here because it's been a while. Also, this compared to where I just was is a nice change because I was just in New York City. I had 6 shows at City Winery in New York City, at the Chelsea Piers, and it was good. It was awesome. It was really fun. The shows were great. Really, really great crowds. Good, good atmosphere, good vibes, right? I got one bad review, and I'm going to talk about it on the bonus episode this week. So if you guys want to go see that, you can check out patreon.com/veryreallygood. So that's what we're talking about this week. But yeah, it was so great, man. I haven't toured to do a show in a long, long time. So it felt so weird to go back to it, to be in a new city and to be like, show up at a place you've never been. And then I've been in New York, but like a venue I've never been. And then people show up and it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It was 6 shows, about like 400 people. So it was like 2,400 people in total. Just a crazy amount. Just a fucking crazy amount of people, man. Like that, that compared just to me when I started doing comedy. It's crazy to think about, man. And I never would have imagined that I'd get to this spot. But it's crazy. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to everybody who came to the shows. Obviously, didn't do any meet and greets and stuff because virus. But I had it. I had the virus. No, I didn't. We just didn't do it because safety, right? You got to be safe. And I'm a biter too. I'm a biter. That was a problem with my meet and greets before. I would just bite motherfuckers. I had to walk out in a muzzle, bro. I was already wearing a mask before COVID, but it was more of a muzzle because I was just biting people, right? It's their fault. It's like on my rider it says I have to have a cage, I have to be set away from people, or I will start biting. So they're like, okay, Curtis, time for your meet and greets. And I go, oh, really? Are you sure you want to do that? They're like, yeah, it's good. It'll be, you meet the fans and stuff, right? And I go, okay, here we go. And I go, you know? You get a meet, you get a greet, and you get a frickin' chomp. Yeah. There you go. That's what you guess a Curtis Connor guarantee. Guarantee. That works. This is also a test for me because there's no viewfinder. I can't see what I look like on here. If this stops recording, I'll never know. So I really hope it doesn't. But, yeah, I could talk about my trip to New York, I guess. Sure. I said that like I was responding to someone who was like, you should talk about your trip to New York. But no one said that. It's just me in here. My trip to New York was very swag. It was me and Dean, my buddy Dean Hepsher. He came out with me and he opened the shows for me. You know, and he did great. His sets were great. He had like one of the best sets I've ever seen him do, which was great. You know, which isn't saying a lot. I'm kidding. He's very funny. He's like fucking the funniest guy, but he's not fucking the funniest guy. He is the funniest guy. Oh God! And guess if I got a canker sore right here, guys. Guess if I have one just right where my teeth hit whenever I say any word. And guess if you know, any normal person would be like, "Hey guys, sorry, I got a canker sore. I'm gonna skip the podcast this week." You know. Not me, man. Hustling. It is almost 10 p.m. I'm here. I'm hustling, dude. And I would be here. And yes, even if this didn't have a brand deal on it that I was contractually obligated to do, I'd still be doing it, okay? Don't get it twisted, sister, all right? I'd still be here because I love this shit, all right? Shooting it. We're shooting the shit together, all right? You know Duck Hunt? Well, this is that. But shit. Poop hunt. Crud hunt. You walk into an arcade and there's this fucking guy going, get him. Get that piece of shit. And you're like, oh, they got a new friggin'. Oh, no, I'm thinking of Buck Hunter, bro. Duck Hunt is the other one for the Super Nintendo. The one where it's like, you have a gun. You know the game where you have a gun in real life? There's the cardboard with the cartridge and a real gun. It's a real gun. And you take it out of the cardboard and you go, oh, this is awesome. And then it goes, all right, shoot the screen when you see a duck. And you go, poof. And you go, bang. And you break your TV. So it's sort of like a one and done. You can only really play the game once. It's like a disposable camera in that sense. But way more dangerous. It's actually infinitely more dangerous. And one thing shoots pictures, the other one shoots your TV. What was I saying? Canker sore. Yeah. Hurts a lot. And it's going to get worse after this. But it's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. New York. So, flying is weird now. Right? Dude, the comedians are going to go crazy, you know? Airline? What's the deal with the airlines? What's the deal with airline food, you know? They're going to go crazy, man. Because now it used to be a lot, but now it's even more, right? Because you got to have your COVID test, right? I said that like an anti-vaxxer. Oh, you need your COVID test. It doesn't matter. Because I don't know shit about COVID. I failed the test. I did. It's like, you know, it's not like a test about a written test about COVID, right? And they're like, huh? I took a BuzzFeed quiz and I got the results and I printed them out. Facts about COVID. And I cheated. And I cheated on the BuzzFeed quiz about COVID facts. And I got them all right, so let me in. We were at the counter, you know, to hand in our stuff, right? To be like, And like, bro, yeah, why have the kiosks there if you still need the person every time? You know? Sure, it worked before, you know? And I'm sure it's faster. I know they have their reasons, but still, when I'm there, I'm like, can I go to the counter? Because there's no line. There's a person right there. They're not doing shit. Let them, check me in. I don't have any bags. Just check me in, give me my boarding pass, look at my COVID shit, let me go, right? But no, you got to go to the kiosk. You got to type everything in, literally everything that you've ever done, everything that you've ever eaten, everywhere you've ever went and stayed. You go, yeah, I've had this. One of the questions is like, when's the last time you had a tuna salad sandwich? And you're like, I don't know. Why is this important? And they're like, we need to know what you've been up to. And you go, okay, it was probably like your last year, to be honest, maybe longer. And they're like, we need a date. Okay. You think you're going home? You think you're going home back to Canada without telling me the last time you had a tuna salad sandwich? You're fucked. You got another thing coming, bro. And these huge guys come out and start pushing me around. But no, you type everything in. You go, this is where I stayed. This is where I'm going. I'm not declaring anything. And then it goes, the whole screen flashes red. And you go, wait. You got to wait for someone. And it's like, what's the point? The kiosk is supposed to let you do it yourself so you don't have to inconvenience someone. Right? That's like going into McDonald's. See? This is what this podcast is. It's me being like, this is like that. That's why it's weird. Right? That's like going into McDonald's and using those self-help kiosk things, right? The things where you just put the order on screen and they yell your number at the end, right? You don't have to talk to anybody. That's like doing that. But then bringing your little receipt up to the counter and just redoing the whole thing. That's silly. You're adding a step. Okay? And at the airport, you don't even get a delicious Big Mac. Okay? You get a tarmac. You get a big tarmac. You don't get a Big Mac. That's what it's called, right? The tarmac. Double big tarmac. I don't know. I'm not a pilot. Oh, my canker sore hurts so much. But you have to have your mask on the whole time. Oh, right, at the counter. So we were like, given all our stuff, like, this is what you need, this is what we got, we're good to go, we can go home, right? We got our negative test and everything. But the person next to us, you hear them, I feel like I might have told this before, because this was on another trip, but like, have I told this? I feel like I've told this before. I don't know if I have. But the person next to us, they were like, we overheard the employee of the airline be like, oh, is this, you need a new COVID test. This is more than 72 hours ago. And dude, that was my nightmare. That is my nightmare. There it is. Because you need one within 72 hours of coming back or going on a flight. And dude, whenever we booked the COVID test, I checked it 72 times. Like once every hour before we left. It was like, I was like, is it within and it was like 40 hours before our flight, but still I was like, am I doing the math wrong? Am I just doing it wrong? And I'm going to get to the airport and they're going to be like, no, sorry, this is wrong, Because Canada's super strict about like the type of test you need to, so it's like, I don't know. It's just that traveling was already stressful, but it's like now it's like a whole other thing, dude. It's a whole other thing to worry about. There's like another layer of shit you gotta swim through, right? Shawshank Redemption style. Sorry, spoiled the ending. But hey, you should have seen it by now. Such an old movie, oh my god. And it's like the best movie, right? You should have saw Redemption, you should have saw it by now. And you can't redeem yourself if you haven't. But New York was great. Still very busy. Still very full of various scents. You know, and if you've ever been to New York, you know what I mean. Full of various smells and odors. Some of them are really good. Some of them, you got pizza. I'm not saying New York smells. I'm saying it has a lot of smells. I'm not saying it's smelly. I'm saying it's smellful. Smellful. You're walking along, you smell maybe a pizza, $1 pizza, right? And you go, that smells pretty good, man. It smells like pepperoni and cheese. I like that. You're walking a little bit, you're next to your buddy Dean, and he farts so loud, and he farts just so loud out of his butt, and you go, oh, that smells like pepperoni and cheese, and I don't like that. Liked it a second ago, but now it's that. Now it's coming out of there. Now I don't like it, And then, then you smell some garbage and maybe a dog, and then you have a nap, and that's New York, dude. I love it. I love it so much. It was weird though. We went shopping one day. We went to the NBA store because Dean more than me loves basketball, but I also like basketball a lot. It's really cool to watch highlights, and I love playing 2K, and I know enough to chop it up. But usually when we go to the NBA store, it's fucking packed, right? It's the NBA store. But this time, maybe it was the day we went, but man, there was fucking nobody in there. And I think it's because obviously because of COVID, capacity is not travel capacity's lowered. Maybe traveling, tourism is a lot less than it was. But it was just weird, man. It was weird being in New York and being in a store that wasn't packed. It felt like we weren't supposed to be anywhere where we were. As soon as we walked in, we were like, are you guys open? Are we have to get kicked out or something? Right? But I'm trying to think what else we did. We got recognized a few times walking through the streets in New York. That was cool. Met some cool people. Met one person with a cello on their back. That's a first. They were walking hunched over so much because there's the biggest instrument on their world. Sorry, biggest instrument in the world on their back. Walking like fucking Atlas, dude, with the world on their back, but it was a cello. So a little more important. But they're walking hunched over, and they're I love that so much, is the point or the hand over the mouth or the point. I love that. Because now I know what's up, right? And you're not someone who's just staring at me and I'm okay, what's up? Is there fucking pepperoni and cheese on my chin? What's going on? Right? Or do you watch my fucking YouTube videos? If there's a hand over their mouth, it's either I got very ugly or they watch my YouTube videos. It's usually that they watch my YouTube videos. That'd be so fucking mean. If you put your hand over your mouth and gasped at how ugly someone was, whoa. Oh, you watched my videos? No, you're a freak. You're a mess of a guy. Can't believe you're walking on two limbs and not immediately banished to hell. You're an abomination. No, they were very nice. They were cool. And I'll never forget that, dude. A cello on your back? Cello, how's it going? Should buy. Cello and should buy. This episode of Very Really Good is sponsored by Current. I know a lot of you listen to this podcast, you're on your way to school or your work, you're busy and that's good. But if you got a bunch of stuff on the go, you don't have time to walk into a silly, stinky old bank, okay? Banks suck. You wait in line for an hour for something that literally should only take like 30 seconds, it's ridiculous. And that's where Current comes in. Folks, Current is the future of banking. Simple as that. They don't hide information from you like traditional financial institutions. Current keeps it simple, authentic, and direct. And there's no hidden fees. There's actually no hidden anything, to be exact. And the best part, all of your banking can be done entirely on your phone. So no more walking into a stupid old bank, wasting a bunch of time. I can go on all day about Current's amazing features, but I feel like it's better if you try it out for yourself. And it's great because it only takes less than 2 minutes to sign up. So give Current a try. Click the link in my description and sign up for Current using code VRG to enjoy the future of banking. All right, thank you so much to Current for sponsoring this episode of Very Really Good. Hope you guys check them out because it helps me out a bunch. It helps support the pod, so everybody wins here, man. Okay, back to the podcast. Man, I don't want to put, this is more about the shows, but someone, I'm not going to put them on blast because they might be listening to this, but someone who came to the New York show said that I used material. This will be a learning thing too, I guess. Educational, I guess. But someone said that they were upset that I used material from the last New York show that I did before the pandemic. And like the answer is in the answer that I just give. The answer is in the question, I guess. Whereas the reason that I did the same, and I didn't even do all the same, it was half and half. No, not even. It was like 60-40 new and 60 new, 40 old. And they were upset that they've seen those bits before. And like, one, fucking super cool that you're coming to another show that you've already seen me, right? That's super rad. And I'll never be able to thank you enough for that. But I do need to defend myself because, like I said, there was a pandemic. And the way that developing stand-up material works for a lot of comedians is you write it and then you test it on stage because you don't know what it's going to be like on stage. It could be really well, it could be really good, could be even better than what you wrote, could be way worse, and it could be anywhere in between. And that's why stage time is so important. So you can know what works, you can edit, you can change it, right? But I wasn't able to do stand-up for a year and a half. So I had no time. It wasn't I was just sitting around trying to write a new hour either. You know, like I was making videos and podcasts like consistently. I was busy. So that's why I wasn't able to write an entirely new hour through the pandemic, right? And I think that's fair. I honestly think that's fair. And you talk to any other comedians, I think they'd agree. Okay? So if you've seen me before and you're coming to the shows in November and December, there will be some new stuff, but there'll also be some old stuff. But the old stuff is pretty good, and I know it works, and I've done it a lot of times, so I know it's funny, and I know how to do it. You know? Also, I'd feel like shit charging money for people to like come to a show in like a nice venue, right? You know? And I come out and I go, hey, here, maybe this'll work. So you guys ever go to a kiosk at the airport? You know? I'd feel like such a douchebag, man. You're not really getting your money's no bang for your buck, right? But yeah, in conclusion, yeah, New York trips were great. The shows were incredible. If you came to the shows, thank you so much. Very excited for the November and December shows. And yeah, dude, we got I should put it up on the screen. But if you're coming to the November and December shows, we'll have tour exclusive trading cards, Kurt Boy cards, designed by Brandon Lapine. I'll throw it up on the video if you can see it, but they're fucking sick, and I'm signing all of them. Well, not the cards, but I'm signing the top loaders that we're putting them in, because I don't want to mess up the card. But randomly, I think at each show, I think we're going to do, I don't know how many, maybe like 2 or 3 each show. We're going to give out, like, if you buy one randomly, you might get a holographic one. So those are going to be like, we want to add some sort of like randomness and like rarity to them. So yeah, I'm stoked. I just want to do, more, weirder off, like one-off shit with merch. I think it's like, obviously I like selling like t-shirts and like sweaters and like shit. And like, you guys seem to be hyped on it, but I don't know. I think it's so cool to have like really rare shit, And that's just like that's just me, because I like having stuff that's like no one else really has, because then it's like a talking point. You're like, yeah, well, I got this and nobody really knows it, but it's all good because I do, It's cool. But yeah, super stoked for those shows. Going to be fun, but just a fair warning. If you've seen me before, you might have some old material that you might have seen before, and I'm sorry, but I'm trying to get the hour as good as I can. So then when frickin' Netflix sees me maybe one day, I can be like, do you like it? You can have it, okay? I don't even care. Just put it on there. Just put it on your thing. Film it and put it on there, all right? And then I can write new material. Because I feel like that's what I want to, that's what I'm kind of hoping for maybe one day. I don't know. Just talking out loud, but man, this feels good. I don't really have a script or anything or any prompts or anything. I was kind of chatting, and I feel like I'm doing okay for 25, 26 minutes, dude. Not too shabby. I also saw Shun when I was in New York, so shout out Shun, the producer of this podcast, who used to be the co-host of the Curtis Corner. Missed him so much on the podcast, but it was good to see him and hang out in person. We went to a Korean barbecue place, and that was my first time at Korean barbecue. And I will say, I'm a fan. Okay? I'm a fan, dude. I like it. I mean, what's not to like? We also went to one where they cook the stuff for you. It's still in front of you, but they cook. I think there's other places where you cook the shit like yourself, but I don't trust myself. Last thing I want to do is get fucking salmonella from some raw chicken that I got too excited about, right? But got too excited. Sorry. I got this. I turned into a salmon. That's what salmonella is. You get so sick, you turn into a fishy salmon. Fishy fish. Making it stinky. I wish I had my soundboard here. Damn it. And also had soju for the first time, which is like dangerous. Cause it's like, it tastes so sweet. Doesn't even taste like you're freaking having any alcohol. Then bada bing, bada boom. You have 6 bottles and you go, uh-oh. Feeling pretty gassed up. Feeling pretty fucking good. That's what you say. Fuck, what else? Oh, dude, yeah, that's the other thing. Food in New York, bro. Had my first chopped cheese. You already know. I had to cop the fucking bevy with it, dude. You already know. The Aki way. Yo, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese, right? Ketchup, lettuce, mayo, mustard on a roll, And I can't forget the bev. You already know the vibes, yes, sir. That was me. The whole time. Every bodega that I walked into, right? Every bodega that I walked into, I was just, any words I would just throw together. I was incoherent. I was kicked out of every bodega I went into, because I'd go in there and be like, yo, Aki, let's go. What's the vibe, sir? Let me get the freaking bacon, egg, and cheese with the freaking bev on top and a fucking bottle of ketchup. Like, you already know the bev. And they'd be like, what are you saying? Get him out of here. And I'd be throwing shit around. I'd be biting people, because I think it's a goddamn meet and greet. I think it's a goddamn meet and greet with all the friggin' meat that they're chopping up, putting on a bun. Also, man, chopped cheese just give you the craziest diarrhea. Right? I know, this might just be a New York thing, because I'm a New Yorker now. I've sort of spent a lot of time there. I lived there for a couple of days, and I moved there for a couple of days, did some work, worked out there for a little, and I'm a New Yorker now, and, I guess you just wouldn't get it. Sort of a New Yorker type beat or whatever. But some of you will get it. Some of you will get that chopped cheeses give you diarrhea. What else should we talk about, dude? Man, there's some news that we could talk about, but I feel like a lot of it is fucking sad and weird and not good. So I feel like let's watch something goofy. Let's watch a goofy video from our favorite DJ, DJ Khaled. Okay, so I guess we'll just play it in full.
Get a close-up, get a close-up of the case, the guitar, you know what I'm saying? And a special note from the Marley family. Shout out to the Marley. Melissa, can you read this for me? Can you read this to the world, please?
Okay. DJ Khaled, we're excited to share this new guitar with you. As someone who has an appreciation for Bob Marley's life and music, we want you to be one of the first to play the Gilded 20 Marley, based on Bob's at-home songwriting guitar from 56 Hope Road. This guitar inspired songs that help unite the world, and we hope it gives you inspiration as well.
DJ. Hey, DJ, dude. So, if you guys didn't fucking hear that, so DJ Khaled was gifted a guitar from the Marley family, Bob Marley, and it was a guitar that Bob Marley used to write like all of his incredible songs, right? Iconic songs, And she reads this note that the Marley family sends, and she's barely done reading the note, and DJ Khaled starts strumming away on a guitar, and that's the first time he's ever played a guitar, for sure. This fool does not know shit about string instruments, dude. This guy would never have a cello on his back, and I know it. All right? Cello should buy. Dude, I want to get that audio of him fucking strumming it before she's even done talking. Okay, is that 34 seconds? Okay.
It gives you inspiration as well.
Dude, I'm not even into guitars, and that pisses me off. I can't even imagine what guitar dudes are saying about this shit. Because, guitar dudes are the most serious about stuff, Especially when it comes to guitars. That's a 3938 Fender Blister fucking Bloody Blister Edition 2, and you're strumming it, and you're strumming it wrong. You're strumming it wrong. You need to strum it at a 30-degree angle, or I'm gonna fucking push you down a flight of stairs, okay? if you don't strum that Fender right, gonna rear end you. Gonna get you in a fender bender. Okay? Because you're bending the fender all wrong. Okay? Alright, and then they fight to the death on a cliff in like Switzerland, but instead of swords, it's guitars. That's what guitar guys do about guitars. And that's what I want to do. I don't even know guitars. Imagine getting gifted a guitar. One out of everybody to give a guitar to from Bob Marley. Why DJ Khaled? Right? The guy who goes, another one. Right? Did he have like 100,000 guitars and he's like, I need one more. Hey, yo, Bob Marley family, another one. Please, I need one more. I have an entire string arrangement. I just need another one. Right? I doubt that. You could have given it to like, I don't know, who's a good guitarist? I was going to say John Mayer, but isn't he like a bad guy or something? Sure, but he would have loved that though. You know, he would have friggin' gaslit some hotties with it, I'm sure, right? But this guy? Actually, this is probably better than gaslighting. Or he's also gaslighting us into thinking that this is like a normal thing to do, but it's not, DJ. DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled. It's just so disrespectful to be like, this is from the Marley family themselves. Right? Yeah, here, that's like getting fucking Kobe, like a fucking urn full of Kobe Bryant's ashes, and then you like shoot a 3-pointer with it. Disrespectful, man. Disrespectful. How about you just put it on a shelf and you respect it, you know? How about you just leave it be, right? That's so fucked up. The guy's fucking dead, and you're strumming on it on a, you don't know what you're doing, right? God, that is so, yeah, and the top comment is he's a complete ass. That poor guitar. And like, do you think he's like doing a meme? Like, you think he's like self-aware? He has to be. Yeah, the definition of disrespect. Yeah, okay, so I'm not in the wrong. This is like offensive, kind of, right? And I'm not a guitar guy. I'm talking like I am one, but I'm not. I don't know shit about guitars. But like, you have to think like someone in his team must be like, yo, dude, don't post this. You can't be posting this stuff, man. Right? Like, that's... He's got to be like memeing, right? He's got to be trolling people. I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to see if we can do some advice segment. Even though if I don't have the friggin', I don't even have the sound effect to let you guys know what it is. And also, guys, stop signing my fucking email up for shit, because I can't find the actual advice. Weather alert for Florida. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Zip Recruiter. Medicare plan. Fuck off, guys. Please stop signing me up for whatever. I get it. It's hilarious, but please stop doing it. Makes it harder for me to find the things. Okay. I'll read this one. I haven't read it yet. This will be blind, but this is, the title of it is Scared of Chimneys Due to Urban Legends, which is a show that I did a video about with Jacob, and it's up right now if you haven't watched it yet, so go watch it. But it was number 7 on trending. It's all good. Hey, Kurt. Love your content and the pod. Not sure if this is the right email. The people who signed me up for other shit are pretty sure it's the right one. But I saw a recent video with Jacob, and it dug up a memory of how urban legends scarred me as a kid. One of my sisters was channel flipping after another program had ended and landed on urban legends. That's how everybody watched that show, too. We were told not to watch the show because we were too young, so of course we proceeded to watch the show. The story that was on was about a father who faked going on a business trip right before Christmas so he could surprise his wife and kids dressed as Santa. To really sell it, he climbed down the chimney, got stuck, and died. His wife and kids started noticing a foul smell coming from the chimney a few days after he left for his trip. So they sent someone up to check what could be causing the smell and found his rotting corpse, accompanied by the lovely reenactment visual aids. We got halfway through the next story. When my sister heard our mom headed to the family room, she quickly changed the channel so I never saw the truth revealed at the end. Due to this horrendous cosmic alignment, my child mind started assuming there was a good chance that every chimney had a corpse in it. This fear has followed me for my entire life, as I've never been able to find the episode ending online despite my best efforts. Although not nearly as paralyzing, at 21 years old, the thought still crosses my mind whenever I'm near a chimney. Wow. So I guess you need some advice how to overcome your fear of chimneys. I mean, like, I don't know why you'd be scared of it, right? Because they're dead, right? Nothing to be scared of. They're dead. They're dead in your chimney because they are in your chimney. I'm kidding. I don't want to fucking freak you out, but I feel like that's cap. I feel like that's not real. That was you know what? Okay, if you sent this in, don't listen to this part. Cover your ears. Okay, cover them for like 10 seconds. Okay, guys, I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna say that I've seen this episode before, and I remember the ending. And the ending was it's not true. Okay. All right. Your ears are your hands are not in your ears anymore. You stop covering them, and you can hear me now. So, I actually remember seeing this episode, and to the best of my knowledge, I remember I only remember a few of them. This one is actually one of the ones I do remember, and it was not false. It's not true. So you're good. You're actually good because I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes, and I would never lie. Okay, cover your ears one more time. The person who sent this. Dude, I think we fucking tricked them. I think we got them so good, dude. We fucking fooled them. They're so stupid. They actually fucking bought it. They bought it. They fucking believe me. They're literally so fucking stupid. I can't believe it. Okay. Now you can... Alright, you're good? Alright. Well, that was what do we have, 40-something? Dude, what a fucking episode this was. This was 166, guys. Impromptu. You know, guerrilla-style podcasting. Alright? No quality. Bad. But if you enjoyed it, press the like button. You know, leave a comment, subscribe. Okay, you know, do your due diligence. All right, do your part. And yeah, check out the bonus pod. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you so much. And take care. Goodbye.